Hello and welcome back to Crypto Millionaires. It's Harry here, bringing you the latest and most important updates in the world of XRP and cryptocurrency. Today, we've got some massive news straight from the headlines. XRP, one of the most watched digital assets in the market, is at the center of major developments that could reshape its future trajectory. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what's capturing everyone's attention right now. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, appears to be inching closer to approving the first-ever spot XRP exchange-traded fund, or ETF. This could be a game-changing moment for XRP and investors alike. Prediction markets like Polymarket are rating an 87% chance that a spot XRP ETF will launch this year. If approved, XRP would become significantly more accessible to both retail investors and institutions, potentially opening the floodgates for billions of dollars in capital inflows. This move toward ETF approval follows Ripple's recent $50 million settlement with the SEC, which finally put to rest years of legal uncertainty over whether XRP qualifies as a security. This landmark settlement not only cleared the way for larger adoption, but has also inspired market giants like Grayscale and Franklin Templeton to enter the race to create XRP-linked products. Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, has expressed optimism, saying he expects several ETFs to be approved by year's end. But what does this mean for XRP's price? Analysts are already buzzing with excitement. Some are predicting that with a successful ETF launch and rising institutional demand, we could see XRP's price hitting the $5 mark, and possibly reaching $10 or higher by mid-2025 if other market conditions align favorably. However, it's not all sunshine and roses in the short term. In the past month, XRP's price has been on the decline, shedding over 20% of its value, and most recently trading at around $1.79. This sharp drop can be attributed to several macroeconomic factors, including U.S. President Donald Trump's sweeping new tariffs, which have sent shockwaves through global markets. These tariffs have triggered a flight to safety, with cryptocurrencies being among the hardest-hit asset classes. As risk appetite diminishes, XRP's price has struggled to maintain stability despite the long-term optimism surrounding its regulatory progress. Adding fuel to the fire, technical analysts are pointing to bearish signals in XRP's price charts. The cryptocurrency has been exhibiting an inverse cup and handle pattern, a formation that typically forecasts downward momentum. If XRP fails to hold the critical support zone around $1.70, it could test even lower levels, possibly dropping to $1.50 or worse in the near term. However, a market stabilization or positive news, such as the approval of an XRP ETF, could provide a much-needed boost. Meanwhile, another major development is set to take place later this month, when Coinbase launches its XRP futures contracts on April 21st. These contracts, regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, will allow traders to hedge their positions or gain leveraged exposure to XRP. With each contract representing 10,000 XRP, this new derivative could significantly increase XRP's trading liquidity and further entice institutional investors into the market. Despite the rocky price action, XRP has had its share of successes in 2025. Ripple continues to expand its ecosystem, with its stablecoin RLUSD gaining traction and new partnerships paving the way for broader adoption of its payment solutions. Ripple's annual XRPL Apex event, scheduled for June in Singapore, is also shaping up to be a critical platform for unveiling updates and building excitement within the XRP community. So, where does XRP go from here? In the short term, uncertainty driven by tariffs and global economic tension may keep prices volatile. However, the long-term picture for XRP remains bullish, underpinned by regulatory clarity, growing institutional interest, and innovation in its usability for cross-border payments. If ETFs materialize as expected and macroeconomic winds shift, XRP could very well be poised for a significant comeback. That's all for today's update, folks. If you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Crypto Millionaires, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another XRP update. Share your thoughts on XRP's future in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep stacking those gains.